Hey everybody, welcome to the Wellness Garden Tool Shed. I'll be pulling the 10 cards today for this week's energy reading to see what we have coming up um, for this week. If you like this kind of content, please like and subscribe. It helps boost the channel. And I am using the Angel or the Guardian Angel deck, tarot deck by, Riley Valentine and Doreen Virtue, although she doesn't do this kind of thing anymore. And so anyway, how this works is it just kind of gives you an idea of how you can navigate through the energy of this week. And so when I do readings, it's not necessarily a prediction, yet there can be predictions that come to pass only because we do have free will. So you can either go along with this energy and use it to your benefit, or if you don't like something you see, you can actually change it. So that's how that kind of works. So anyway, let us begin with the first card is the situation. The situation is review and contemplation. Okay, this is all about choices. You might have a new job offer coming up. You might be moving to a new chapter in your life, but this is calling you to review and go over kind of like a life review, kind of like check in, see what's worked, what hasn't worked for you. And this is also the judgment card. So if you're in any kind of lawsuit, this is usually going to work out in your favor. Um, but it could be being that this is the situation is probably that you might be in a situation like this. And I know I am. So I'm hoping things will work out in my favor. So, what is the block or the energy that is used to help this judgment or this life review or this new job or this new chapter in your life? Can't make it up. New beginning. This literally is the first card of the major arcana. So, this is the new beginning. And so, we really are looking into something that's new, that's coming up about that there's going to be some kind of change and people need to kind of regroup and review to see where exactly they want to go and what was working and what's not. Um, all right, so what is the root or the foundation for this situation to even come up? A win-win solution. So this is kind of like one of those balancing acts. And maybe you're trying to balance your life. Maybe you are working too much. Maybe you're playing too much. Maybe we need to balance the work play atmosphere. Maybe you're hitting retirement and you're not sure how this is going to work out. Now, just remember when you retire, retirement is doing what you want when you want it. So I know when I retire, because sometimes I think I am semi retired, that I pick and choose the kind of work I want to do and what brings me joy. So again, this is one of those things. It's a win-win solution of, I think actually it has to do with this new beginning that's about to happen. And this will be a good thing. But balance is key when you're weighing all of your issues. What have we learned in the past that can help our present and current situation? Two of action. We've learned that partnering up with the right people is what's going to move you forward. So you might be weighing out a partnership as well with this new beginning or this new career or this new chapter in life. Okay. And so talk with people, get some input. That always helps, right? When you're trying to make important decisions. And what's for the higher good? Why is this happening? What can we expect to gain, or what's going to make us reach that higher good for going through this situation? Oh, in with, what does this say? It's out with the old, in with the new. This is like the Tower card. Okay, so things for the higher good, things are kind of falling apart, and I think on a bigger scale, you can kind of almost read between the lines what I'm not saying, right? Um, a lot's happening in our country, and we need to kind of look at stuff because things are falling apart, right? So, so believe it or not, the higher for the higher good. The reason this is happening is because things do have to change. And some of the things that was working in the past is no longer serving us anymore. And we know when things are shaken up a bit and crumbling down, you have to rebuild. And so that's what the goal and the higher intention of this is, really to create something better and rebuild from the ground up. And so this is a collective reading, so it's for everybody, not just certain people. It could be in your private life. This could be for the general population. And, as we're in this Aquarian Pluto thing, which I know it's supposed to, is that what it is? No, Aquarius is in Pluto. So it's a revolutionary time. And we're seeing a lot of revolutionary things happening here that's going to lead to that. So let's see what's around the corner. But there is definitely a force change happening here. So this new chapter, this new beginning is going to happen. Believe it or not, it's going to end up good for everyone. We might not see it yet. But I think things do have to crumble down for our higher good in order to create something new and better. So it's around the corner. Healer of thought. This is when we're going to get logic. Get logical. Okay, so this is healer of thought is the same thing as I was just kind of saying, out with the old and in with the new. This is like the garage sale lady that literally is getting rid of things that no longer serve her anymore. So again, with this judgment and this life review thing we're going for is literally looking at what no longer serves us. Okay, get rid of the old stuff, take what's new coming, take the good stuff, leave the yucky stuff behind. So this kind of is following that whole energy pattern. I have a hair on my nose driving me nuts. So anyway, so what is your superpower in handling all of this new change and revolution and kind of chaos that's forcing us to change? Your power is the 9 of action. We cannot give up. Protect the fruits of your labor. So this is one of those cards to me that it's like you have that fight in you. Don't give up. Sometimes you feel like you really don't want to keep going, but we're almost there. And, this, you have the strength, you have what it takes to push forward and to be successful. Because you have to protect what you started. And so maybe this changing of the career or doing this whole new life review is, you might have to deal with your partner and maybe just kind of say, hey, look, this is what we started, this is what we created, and we don't want to give it up this quickly. Okay, so this card tells you you have the strength, you have the fight in you, even when you don't necessarily feel like it. That will be your superpower, is to push forward. Okay, so what are the influences of the outside world that is could be helpful or is something that has to be addressed? Six of thought. Okay, so somebody's going to offer some help. I think it's that partnership that we talked to that can be useful from the past and what you've done before, because this tells you that your ship is things are about to take a turn for the better. Things are going to be a little bit easier down the road. So once you push through with this 9 of action, 9 of wands, then you're going to get the 6 of thoughts, which is like the 6 of swords, which says we're finally going to go to something better. The hard part's going to be over. So somebody's going to probably offer some help and come basically kind of save the day, because it's time to move away from all that negativity. Remember? Getting rid of the trash, out with the old and with the new. So somebody's going to help you with that. All right, what are your hopes or what are your fears surrounding this whole new change, this whole new life? Messenger of abundance. Yeah, we're hoping that we can learn something, get some money out of this. Okay, for someone like me seeing this messenger of abundance really is like, yeah, I'm hoping to get my money back. And again, for those of you that don't know, if this is your first time seeing this, I'm a victim of a Ponzi scheme, and my investor has been indicted and back in May, and I don't really think he's fully to blame. I think there's a whole lot more to the story. I don't even think it started out as a Ponzi scheme. But regardless, I'm in it, and there's a Chapter 11, there's bankruptcies, there's criminal court cases, there's civil cases, and getting money back. I personally think I will get my money back. This is what I'm hoping for because this is kind of like receiving money and inheritance, something like that. But it's also learning. It's an opportunity to learn of things too, and maybe even go back to school. So, but it usually is an offer that you'll get regarding money. Okay. And so, what is the outcome for this week? So, I really hope something's going on because I've been going through this whole drama for over, what, a year and a half now. So, healer of emotion. So, I guess what this card is saying too, this is like getting in touch with your psychic abilities. This is also remembering to take care of yourself first, okay? You're going through a lot. There is a massive change on the horizon. That's this week's energy. Really, it's whenever you see this video, this is kind of going to probably relate to you, so it doesn't necessarily have to be just for this week, but I think for me it's this week because I'm reading it right at this week. But this card is making sure that you do not forget to take care of yourself in the process because you're going to be defending yourself. You are going up against some pretty tough changes. These changes, this is a forced change, so something's coming out of this, and it's for our higher good. This crazy thing that happened is going to be for our higher good. The crazy forced change is going to make us better. And this empathy card really is about, yes, it's important to take care of other people, but don't forget to take care of yourself first because you have to put the oxygen mask on first. Then you are able to take care of everybody else. It's just like when you're going into a new job and you get money and you know, again, when you're partnering up with people and you want abundance, you have to allow yourself to receive abundance before you can give it. Just because you have to allow yourself to be loved before you can give it, because it all starts from within first. So notice that, and then you can lead with that. Okay. So whatever this change is, I believe that this is inevitable. I think we're in the process of it right now on a global scale. You can kind of just look at the news and see the craziness. But I want you to know that you are stronger, you have the fight in you, and that in the long run, we will gain back that empathy. That's what's going to help us because starting to care and nurture each other is where it's at, man. It's this whole me. And I heard some great news today that, like, on this podcast I was listening to, and it was really cool because they said that finally people are going to start searching more, like things are more about looking at more things that interest you. So it's kind of like that influencer thing is starting to kind of go by the wayside. I was kind of feeling that already, although there's still influencers and things like that, but I'm just saying that people now want a little bit more than just copying somebody who's trendy, because again, your brand, is it authentic? Are they really walking the walk? We've seen so many Netflix specials that that's not the case. So there is a shift in the way things are being done. So I think this is really cool. And, change is scary. Everybody says they want change until they actually start to get it, and they freak out because no one really does like change because it's unfamiliar. Well, get comfortable with that because this is what we wanted. We wanted something better, and the outcome is going to be where people are a little more in touch with their feminine side and that they are a little more caring, and you're able to take care of yourself and your emotional and mental needs as well. So, with that, I'm kind of excited to see what this is going to entail and unfold this week because for me, the healer of thought a lot of times is kind of a lawyer or kind of judge kind of a thing. And we've already got the judgment card right here, like right here, not justice, but judgment, a new beginning. The new beginning has not happened yet. It's in the block position, but we can feel there's this new beginning coming, and it's going to be a win-win situation. It's going to be more balanced because we've had all this craziness, the far right, the far left, the haves and the have-nots, and we need to close that gap a little bit, okay? Because there's a lot of us, right, kind of in between that just want to. We don't want to be all this extremes. Extremes never work, and we are going to have some kind of um, reprieve from all this crazy thing, and it'll be something on the outside world that's going to help our inside world. For me, I hope it's the judge finally gets this bankruptcy or whatever going through, and then I can finally, you know, get some of my money back or learn something new, right? So anyway, as much as this almost sounds a little intimidating this week, I find it rather exciting because I love change. I really do. I don't have that many fixed signs in me. I have more of the cardinal signs in me and mutable. So I kind of like change. I think it excites me. I get bored kind of easily, and so hopefully you do too. So, with that, have a great week. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe, it helps the channel. And I am trying to grow this because I want to create a community that is a little more on the uplifting side and provides hope because there's always hope. Your beliefs matter. All right, have a great day. Bye.